What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Formula America podcast. We're your hosts, Kurt and Dylan. Man, Formula One is going to Spa, Dylan. I actually really enjoy this track.
This is probably my favorite track.
I feel like we've said that a couple times, but I feel like each one, it's kind of like kids. It's like each one is my favorite in its own way.
Yeah. Like Suzuka is an amazing track, and it's definitely a favorite. Coda is as well. Spa, there's just nothing like it. It's the longest track. The elevation changes are insanity. Eau Rouge is everybody's favorite corner on the track.
Yeah.
Like it's there and weather.
Yeah, the weather here is always wild. It's always funny. You'll see like the helicopter shot and everything will be clear, and then it'll just be like dumping on the track, or vice versa. The track will be clear and it's just dumping everywhere around it. We've even got some potential for weather this weekend.
It's got a lot of potential for weather this weekend.
Oh, yeah. It's going to definitely affect the outcome. There's a lot going on, though, man. Sprint weekend. I think it's the third sprint of the season. It's Red Bull's first race ever without Christian Horner at the helm.
And Max was saying how much he's looking forward to working with Mekis, which is, I didn't know if that was a Freudian slip, if he's going to say Toto on accident or...
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's like when we went into this short little break, the rumors were hot and heavy about Max going to Mercedes. I feel like they've kind of died down a little bit now, but I don't know. Who knows? Nobody knows what's going to happen. I don't know. I would give it a complete 50-50 right now on what he does.
A week ago, I was like 80-20, he's going to Mercedes. And now it's like, I don't know. Maybe I was just feeling it in that moment. Maybe at 50-50. I don't know.
Yeah. It's like, did I just get caught up in the hype? Like, I don't know. It's like I just want to see the chaos or something new. I don't know. But we'll see. Like you said, though, Laurent Mekki's taken over. I think from what I've seen on him, I actually really like him. I think he's a complete polar opposite of Christian Horner. So I'm excited to see what happens with this team. I don't think it'll be a quick turnaround, but I'm just kind of anxious to see how this whole, shift from Horner plays out.
Yeah, and it's kind of interesting. Like now Horner's gone. Carlos Sainz was on a podcast recently saying how much he'd love to race next to Max, what a good team they'd be. And it was like, you weren't saying that when Christian was there and you were there earlier, but interesting. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of wide open. If I'm Max though, and I'm looking at the shit show that has been Red Bull for the past couple of years, and I'm looking at a new car, new engine, new everything next year. And if I have to take a bet on who's going to come out in development between Red Bull and Mercedes, I'm picking Mercedes every single time and twice on Sunday.
Yeah, for sure. And I always like to be like, well, if I was Max, I would do this. I don't know what he would do, but I think that he's probably ready for a new challenge, but who knows?
Yeah. I mean, you can make an argument that Red Bull under Mekki's with a new car that, Newey did not design is a new challenge. It's going to be a challenge, I think.
Yeah. I think that's the crazy part about going into a new regulation is it's a complete gamble. Like when Lewis went to Mercedes a long time ago, that was a complete gamble. It ended up working out for him.
It did.
But the last thing you want to do is, look how many times Alonso has made that gamble or Ricardo. You don't want that to happen to you. So,
yeah.
Anyways.
But this weekend, we digress. Not that we ever do this. Spa.
Never.
And we have a weird tire lineup.
We do, man. Pirelli's getting kind of crazy with their tires on this one. I like it.
They're doing everything they can to make it more fun, I think, in the best way that they can. I love it. So we've got the C1 hardest tire in the lineup. And then we jump C2 and we have the C3 medium, C4 soft. Last year it was C2 through C4. So we have one step harder and then the same medium soft. The two stopper was supposed to be the best one last year, but of course, George Russell pseudo won it on a one stopper, but then, got disqualified for his car being underweight. So, but he was the fastest on the track, you could say. So, it'll be really interesting to see what happens this year at the tire strategies, but generally we expect a two stop.
Yeah. And I think that having the C1 in the lineup, which I think that everybody universally probably despises that tire. It seems like it's too hard to get into the temperature window. It's too hard to keep in the window. And so you're only running with a medium and a soft, which kind of leads to a kind of a mandatory 2-stopper almost, unless you want to do something wild like George Russell did and try to hang it out there on those medium tires. But yeah, I think it's going to be exciting because now I think we're probably almost guaranteed to have a 2-stopper. And
almost.
then, but also you got the weather. You got the weather. So who knows what's going to happen because now you got to throw in intermediate tires in there too, potentially.
And we're going to have to deal with, it's a sprint weekend. So we have multiple quali sessions. Those are going to eat mediums, right? You're going to have to be in the sprint quali. It's medium, medium, soft. So you're going to have to not chew through your medium tire allocation. Then you have regular quali. Don't chew through your soft tire allocation. And then does anybody run a hard tire during the sprint? Probably not. Everyone's going to want to run the medium. Like, I think that strategy and that allocation is going to bode well for a few teams and not so well for Ferrari. I mean,
what's interesting? I was listening to a podcast with Ollie Behrman recently, and he was talking about that and how with midfield and backfield teams, like they have to go through their soft tires because they are trying to get the best quality position that they can. You have other teams like McLaren's, Mercedes, front runner teams that can kind of afford to not eat up all their softs during qualification. And then that way they have extra tires when it comes into the race. And he was saying like the difference in your allocation once you get to the race because of that is a strategy kind of, it's an issue with strategy that they have to kind of overcome. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see. Like you said, I feel like everybody on Sunday is just going to have tons of hard tires and everything else is going to be slim pickings at that point. But yeah, again, who knows with the weather?
Who knows with the weather? And I think most drivers, and I say this mainly for the rookies, because this is a core European track, everyone's driven this multiple times. Like this isn't like China or Japan where some of the F2, F3 guys never raced there. Or like everybody's raced at Spa. And I think it's a track for confidence. Going up a Rouge, staying in it, like going around. There's just so much to this track. High speed, low speed. It's got it all, and it's long. It's a long way around if you make a mistake. So I'm super excited. And that turn 1 is going to be a bloodbath. It is such a tight turn. It is going to be a bloodbath.
You're talking about Eau Rouge. That's the one where if there's any moisture on the track, you see who really has the balls. Like we got to see what I think Lando actually completely destroyed it a few years ago. But that's the one where I think Seb came up and was like, "Hey, is he okay?" Afterwards, because the car was completely.
He's like,
destroyed.
"I told you we shouldn't be racing."
Lately, I've been seeing. Yeah. Lately, I've been seeing they've shown a lot of clips of. I guess Red Bull did a show run a few years back, and Max got to run the track in reverse, and you see him just dive bombing down over. That's pretty cool. But
he lifted. He did not go full tilt down that thing. Going the other way reminds me of the corkscrew at Laguna Seca, how terrifying that would be in an F1 car.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah, man, that turn, that's like the quintessential turn, I think, in Formula One, maybe. I don't know. There's probably a couple others that are up there, but that to me is like one of the best turns that you have on the calendar.
Oh, I totally agree. So all right, let's get to our predictions. We've got a lot of predictions that we have to make. It's a sprint weekend.
It is a sprint weekend. I forgot about sprints. There's only a third one, and we're just over halfway through the season. So
yep.
All right. Belgian Grand Prix sprint pole. Who do you have on pole?
Verstappen.
Can't count him out, especially if it's wet. Although I did not go with Verstappen.
And it's Spa. This is like his favorite track.
I know it is. There's a couple people that do well, which we'll get into in a little bit, but he does do well. Though, on sprint pole, I'm going with Lando. He's riding the high from 2 race wins in a row. I've got Lando on pole.
Give him 1.5.
Get out of here.
All right. P3.
Next.
I've got Lewis Hamilton for the sprint.
Okay. I do not have Lewis Hamilton on sprint, although Lewis does really well here.
And
I went kind of crazy on this
engineer one. Can't screw him up. I can keep going. I can stay on these tires. Box. But really, like, these tires are completely fine. Box. Can I stay out? Box.
It's like, geez, give me something else. I'm not coming in.
I'm surprised he didn't just be like, how about no? And just keep driving.
All right, P3 for me. I have Kimi Antonelli. He's been having a rough go of things since Canada, but I think that it's going to be cooler. I think that Mercedes is going to come alive. Yeah, and so I got Kimi on P3.
I like it. I like it a lot. I've got Oscar Piastri, P2.
So do I. I don't know if I want to change it though. I don't
feel like you need to. It's okay.
You know what?
Actually, I shouldn't talk shit. You're beating me in the predictions right now.
I know. You know what? I will change it just to be different. Do I want to do that?
You have to put Max there. It's the only other logical one because you've got Lando on P1.
Oh, I know, but I'm thinking crazy. I'm feeling a little crazy right now.
I love it.
Lance
Stroll.
Watch. Oh my God. P2 in the sprint race. I'm marking it down. George Russell.
All right. That's fair.
Double Mercedes podium in the sprint.
That'd be pretty wild. I'm dying to know what happens to everyone else at that point, though. On pole P1, I've got Maxi Boy. Max, Super Max.
Okay. Maxity Max.
You're not going to be able to
Lando
pass him
Norris
around this track.
Yeah, but Lando can. Lando will be.
He's got Lando's. He's going to put Lando in the wall just for the entertainment value of it.
Look, Lando is going to take pole. Lando is going to get super aggressive on the start. He's going to push Max off. Max is going to crash and take out Piastri. That's why George Russell is going to be second, Antonelli third.
You know, I'd be upset, but it'd be great television. I'm here for it.
It would be. All right, wild card. What do you got going on?
Nico Hulkenberg points in the Sauber. It's a top 8.
Oh, finish. You think he's going to continue his upward projection trajectory?
I do. Nico has shown that he likes wet weather. I mean, he's always been a good wet weather driver. I think it's going to be kind of mixed conditions, and I think he's going to do good.
Yeah, he's again also riding the high right now.
He is.
And that Sauber, surprisingly, is a pretty decent car right now, too.
Yeah, better than some of the other folks.
Saying that.
Yeah.
Better than somebody who I have on my wild card, which is Pierre Gasly on a top 6 finish. Alpine is not on the level of the Sauber. No. Again, strange thing to say, but I do think that Gasly is going to have a top 6 finish on the sprint.
I like it. And you'll figure out more why I like it shortly. All right, on to the Grand Prix. On pole, who do you have?
Pole for the Grand Prix, I have the man from down under, Oscar Piastri.
God darn it, so do I. All right. We're gonna have a surprise. I'm gonna go. We're gonna have a surprise pole sitter. It'll be George Russell.
Oh, that is a surprise.
George is fighting for a seat right now, I think, and I do agree with you with that cooler weather. That Mercedes is gonna be quick.
Yep. All right, George Russell on pole. So then I will go with P3. I am going to go with the man who every race here he's finished. He's never finished below P4. He's got new suspension. He's got some upgrades. Lewis Hamilton, P3 in the race.
That's fair. That's why I had him on the sprint race. I think it'll be George Russell in P3. I think he's going to round out the podium. I think that he's got a lot to drive for this weekend. And I think that Mercedes is quick on merit.
Yeah. Yep.
Quicker than the Ferrari, unfortunately for Lewis and Leclerc. As much as I would love to see Lewis higher up there, I think the Mercedes is just a better car right now.
I think so. I think that Mercedes is strong. I'm hoping that the new suspension, the rear suspension that Ferrari has, I hope it does some well. And I think that Lewis is on an upward trajectory as well within that team and getting under that or getting on top of that car. So I'm going to will him into P3.
I like it.
All right, P2 for the Grand Prix. I'm sad for this, but I do have Lando Norris in P2.
I've got Maxi Boy.
Oh, all right. I don't have Max on either one of my podiums.
I noticed. Don't worry. I saw.
All right, P1 in the Grand Prix. I have once again eaten his Vegemite sandwich up there, Oscar Piastri.
Yeah, so do I. I'm not changing it.
Okay. Well, I think he's, you can only be on top for so long. I think Lando is kind of due for a slip back, but I think it's, just a little bit for Oscar.
I think this will be awesome.
Lando will take it back.
Wild card, I have Pierre Gasly in the points.
Oh, okay. So we both have Pierre Gasly in some form or another in the wild card. All right, my wild card. I'm not as confident as I was when I wrote it down. My wild card is I'm going to go with a double point finish for Red Bull.
That should not be as wild of a wild card as it is. But has that happened yet?
It hasn't happened in a long time. A long time. I think that second Red Bull seat only has 7 points on the season, if I recall correctly. And it's been a while since Yuki. Yeah, Yuki has finished in the points in that car.
He has. I'm trying to pull up.
That's so weird to say.
I don't know that we've had a double points finish, though, because Max went out. Yuki has 10 points. Oh, yeah, we definitely have had double points finishes. Bahrain.
That was a while ago, though.
How does Yuki have 10? Oh, he finished 10th. Yeah, I mean.
So Bahrain was the last on April 13th.
No, the last one was Emilia. Was the Gran Premio del Made in Italy del Emilia Regano. Was
you nailed that one. You
like
stuck the landing on that one.
You like that? Yuki got 10th, Max won the race. Anyway, but double points finish, I'm here for it. That's pretty wild.
It is wild. Laurent Mekies getting his first double points. All right, man. It's there's a lot going on this weekend. I'm excited. I'm glad it's a sprint weekend to come back, just hitting us with the action. I love the fact, I've made no secret about it, of the one practice session on Friday. And then after that, everything is for the beans. So I'm down for it.
Man, this all looks really early in the morning. I don't know if this is PM or AM or PM. Let's see here. So sprint quali, it says, is 9:30 to 10:14 on July 25th.
Central Time.
Which is Friday. And then, but is that, I think that's AM.
Oh, yeah, definitely AM.
And then sprint is 5 a.m. the next morning. And GP quali is 9 a.m. And the race is at 8 a.m.
All right, well, I expect you to be awake.
Well, of course. Always.
All right. Well, I guess well, that's kind of it. I don't know, man.
I think that's all we got.
Do you have anything else?
I'm just ready for this weekend. I'm excited. It's Spa. It's like my favorite.
Yeah. As am I. I'm excited to see how this goes. And I kind of hope that there is some changing weather conditions.
I do too.
But, all right, Dylan. Well, unless you have anything else, I think that might be it. So, do you have anything else?
That's all I got.
All right. Well, on that note,
stay classy, America.
We'll see you next time.